The Centurion's Faith, a journey of transformation. The sun hung low over the ancient city of Capernaum, casting long shadows across its narrow streets. Roman centurion Marcus Lucius stood atop a stone parapet, gazing over the bustling market below. The cries of merchants and the chatter of townsfolk filled the air, mingling with the distant clang of a blacksmith's hammer. Despite the order he had brought to this far-flung province of the empire, Marcus felt an unease he could not name. For years, he had served Rome with unwavering loyalty. He had fought in the campaigns of Germania, crushed uprisings in Judea, and enforced the law of Caesar without question. His sword had brought peace through force, yet there was no peace within him. Something was missing, a purpose beyond conquest and duty. One evening, as Marcus patrolled the outskirts of the city, he overheard a group of townspeople gathered near a well, their voices hushed but filled with awe. They spoke of a man called Jesus of Nazareth, one who healed the sick, cast out demons, and spoke of a kingdom not of this world. Marcus listened, intrigued but skeptical. He had seen many so-called prophets come and go, each claiming divine favor, only to fade into obscurity. Yet, something about the name of Jesus stirred within him. The people did not speak of him as a mere teacher or rebel, but with reverence, as though he was something more. Curiosity gnawed at him, and when he returned to his quarters that night, he found himself unable to sleep. Days later, a crisis struck his household. His most trusted servant, a man who had served him faithfully for years, fell gravely ill. The physicians could do nothing, and the sickness worsened with each passing hour. Desperation overcame Marcus's pride. He recalled the stories he had heard and resolved to seek out this Jesus. Dressed in his military attire, Marcus rode through the dusty streets until he reached the place where Jesus was said to be teaching. A crowd had gathered, and as the Roman dismounted and approached, a hush fell over the assembly. He could feel their eyes upon him, filled with suspicion and fear. He was, after all, a symbol of their oppression. Yet Jesus, standing amidst them, looked upon Marcus with a gaze that pierced through his armor and into his soul. There was no fear in his eyes, only understanding. "Lord," Marcus spoke, bowing his head slightly, "my servant lies at home, paralyzed and in great pain." Jesus stepped forward and replied with an unexpected gentleness, "Shall I come and heal him?" The centurion, caught off guard by such a response, shook his head. "Lord, I am not worthy to have you come under my roof, but only say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. I tell one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come,' and he comes. If you command it, I know it will be done." A silence fell over the crowd. Jesus smiled, a look of amazement crossing his face. "Truly, I tell you, I have not found such great faith in all of Israel." Turning to the crowd, he declared, "Go, let it be done just as you believed it would." Marcus felt a strange peace settle over him as he mounted his horse and rode home. Upon arriving, he found his servant standing, healthy and strong. The soldier, so accustomed to certainty through force, now found himself awestruck by something far greater, faith in a power beyond his own. From that moment, Marcus could not rid his thoughts of Jesus. He sought out his teachings in secret, listening from the edges of the crowds, pondering words he could scarcely understand. Love your enemies, forgive those who wrong you, serve rather than command. These teachings clashed with everything he had been taught, yet they resonated deep within him. As time passed, whispers of conflict grew. The Jewish leaders grew wary of Jesus, and the Roman authorities saw him as a potential threat to their rule. Marcus, bound by his duty to Rome, found himself caught between loyalty to the empire and a newfound devotion stirring within him. Then came the fateful day. Word spread quickly. Jesus had been arrested. A trial was held, and despite his innocence, the order came for his crucifixion. As a centurion, Marcus was tasked with overseeing the execution. His heart was heavy as he stood at the foot of the cross, watching the man who had healed his servant now nailed and bleeding. The sky darkened unnaturally, and the earth trembled beneath them. As Jesus breathed his final words, "It is finished," a chill ran down Marcus's spine. He fell to his knees, overwhelmed by a realization more profound than anything he had ever known. "Truly, this man was the Son of God," he whispered, the words escaping his lips before he could stop them. In that moment, Marcus's life changed forever. No longer just a soldier of Rome, he became a soldier of faith. Though his duty kept him bound to the empire, his heart now belonged to a kingdom far greater than any Caesar could rule. In the years that followed, Marcus quietly spread the teachings of Jesus to his fellow soldiers and those he encountered. He learned that true strength lay not in the sword, but in love, mercy, and sacrifice. Though the world around him remained unchanged, Marcus had found what he had long sought: peace. And so, the Roman centurion, who once ruled by fear, became a witness to the greatest power of all: faith in Jesus Christ.
Thank you for watching. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime a new video is uploaded. And please, don't forget, share and be a blessing to someone. God richly bless you. Shalom.